need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the ups. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. How that shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond and to run it back. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. And birthday, got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit both wrists. She on the class trying to get a nigga. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Rodgers. And complete, right side to Cook. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Jets.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. You look at this Buffalo defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7. Touchdown. One of the best punt returns we'll see, 93 Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Wright. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So after the INT, it's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way.
And that's caught inside the 35. So now the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. On play action, Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. But if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try with
touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Going deep for Diggs. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Rodgers taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This is taken at about the 14. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Escaping the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. That's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. The visiting kickers for years have had trouble with field goals here in Buffalo. The winds off nearby Lake Erie can really play havoc with your ability to aim the football correctly. And we saw an example right there. No good. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On play action, Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. 74 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here. And as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
That's taken on the 25. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert it.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 75. And the Bills are pouring it on. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. A run there with Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He finds Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 36 yards. And the Jets are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. No problem there on the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Allen to throw once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Rodgers going to throw. They'll dump this off to Cook. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And a great effort effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 76 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That is caught. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On play action, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. On second down, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Rodgers now to throw. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert.
So Allen's going to look to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to... And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take